happy, happy, happy new year. Do you like the look? This is my number one hairstyle, favorite hairstyle in the entire world. At least that's what I thought up until when my daughter, my youngest, Faith Marie, fashioned me in it 2 days ago, I think. Yeah. Yep. And I had to rethink. I'm not sure if this is still my number one hairstyle because I forgot about the tenderness that comes with it. Yeah, because you got to do them a bit tight just to make sure that you hold the bumps in. Yes, in my original island of birth in Jamaica, we call them shiny bumps. In the island where my husband is born, my second citizenship, St. Kitts and Nevis, it's called Pig Titty. And in these parts of the world, I think they're called Bantu knots. Yeah. So this is my number one hairstyle at this moment in time. I'm rethinking that, but love it. And I hope that you're loving it too. Yeah, so this is the look that we'll be rocking for this year as we go through, and sometime we'll be changing it up. But I have a question that I want to ask you as we start. And today's session is going to be on the shorter side. And there's a question that I want to ask as we start, and then we're going to get to it just before we close out. So the question is, and this little snippet is called Let's Get to Thinking. If God either allowed or placed you in a circumstance, could it be that you already have what it takes to come out a winner? Even though it seems so overbearing, it seems like, God, this thing is going to eat me alive. It seems like, God, I'm going to go under with all the flood storm waters. Could it be that you already have all that it takes to come out a winner? We'll get back to that at the end of the show, and tune in to this promotion just before we start our session today. Yes. So today I did mention to you guys that we are starting our segment called Winning with Michelle and Friends, and we were all set and ready to go for today. However, my friend for today had a death in the family, and we are offering up our condolences and prayers unto her, for her, over her, and her family as she and the family goes through this period of time. And her name is none other than Stacian Resurrected Garvey. So, you guys, I implore you to just bear up in prayer. If you have ever experienced a loss in your life, you know, especially if it's a loved one, and it's close, it usually hits heavy. Yeah, yep. And I know firsthand what that feels like. So today's show, we are taking a look at, I'm going to be sharing with you for this year of 2024. The thrust and the focus is others. We are being super intentional about others in our lives, in our immediate spaces and network with family, and in our extended network and spaces. Others. Others, how? Others looking at it from the kingdom perspective. God told us in the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33, that we are to seek ye first of all, the Amplified Classic Version says, the kingdom of God and his way of doing, being, existing. And so the kingdom way is others, servitude. And that is exactly what Jesus exemplified as he came and lived on this earth. I was saying to somebody as we went through the week that if we look at Jesus's life, everything he did was for others. I can't say, as I tracked his life, and I'm still tracking and doing a deeper study into Jesus's life, I can't say that there was anything that he did that it was me, Jesus. And this was about me, Jesus. But he benefited, hey, as he lived his life super precision, tunnel focused, laser focused upon others. Look at his position today. In an elevated, ascended place, seated by the right hand of the Father, and still serving others, because he said unto us that he's ever interceding on our behalf, that we will make it, just like he made it, that we will make it. So he's in an elevated place, but still so laser focused on others. I believe it was teacher Jim Rohn that made mention, if we help, and he was speaking to entrepreneurs, that if we help enough persons get what they want, what enough persons being others get what they want, then it won't be too long. Come on now, let somebody preach up in this place. It won't be too long that you will get what you want. But it first start with others. Yep. So that's our focus as we go through the year, and I'll be sharing some more and fleshing that out some more as we go through this year, that we are so grateful for as we go through this year. One of the other things I want to touch on as we are here today is vision. We are right here at the start of this year, brand new year, 2024. Vision. What is your vision for this year? Have you already crafted your vision board for this year? What is the relevance of vision? Your vision. What's relevance and the importance of vision, your vision, as you go through this year? Why revision? Why? Because one, plain and simple, God said it. God clearly instructed, write the vision and make it plain. If it wasn't relevant, if it wasn't important, it wouldn't have been written. He further went on and says, the people without a vision perish. So it begs to ask the question, if you look at a life, if you look at a group of people, an organization, and it looks like it is chaotic and nothing is happening and it seems like it's just on a downward slope, one of the first questions I believe should be asked is, what's the vision of this person's life? What's the vision of this group? What's the vision of this organization? And that would give a great indication as to, could it be the downward slope is due to a lack of vision? So we're touching on your vision for this year. We're touching on your vision board for this year. The first reference I gave to you just now is God said it. Write the vision and make it plain. That's your vision board there, right in scripture. Right there in scripture. That's your vision board there. And for those of you who still kind of trying to figure out what this vision and vision board is all about, not to worry, I got you. This week, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, a bonus session, I'm going to be hosting a Vivid Vision 2024 workshop for your Vivid Vision board for the year 2024. And I'm inviting you to come on out and to come and get it on with your vision for this year. Make it plain, make it crystal clear. Exactly. What are you going after? What are you achieving? What are you seeing for this year? As you are about to write your vision, there's a like when we go to university, you have some courses that you have a prerequisite for, and some courses you flat out you can do them, whether or not there's a prerequisite or not. When we take a seat to do our vision, before we do, it's key and important that we do some internal inventory. And some internal inventory, asking some key questions. 3 key questions to ask is, what am I seeing? Right here, right now, where I'm at. What am I seeing? What am I thinking? What am I saying? So you can get a clear picture of where you're at. Next is look straight down the road. I remember when I was learning to drive, my driving instructor said to me, Miss Forbes, we were coming at a point in the road where it narrowed, and there was a big truck coming on my right. That was in the Caribbean where we drive on the left. And I panicked, and my eyes was looking on the truck coming on the right, and without effort on my part, the vehicle was turning to the right, going directly to where my vision was focused. He had to grab the wheel and turn it to keep it straight. And his words were to me, Miss Forbes, look straight ahead down the road, straight ahead down the road to where you're going, to where you want to go. Not what is immediate in front of you or coming facing you. Look straight ahead. And so that is one of the purposes that our vision serves us. It helps to keep us focused, on track, immune to distractions, because the distractions will come. They will come without fail. Another word we could use for distractions is resistance. They will come. Absolutely. But having your vision, putting it before you, having it there before you, having it in your thought, having it in your mouth, definitely keeps you on track and focused. And so as you sit to write your vision, you want to find out where you're at. Then you want to look straight down the road. And the questions that you want to ask is, what do I want to see as I close out this year? What is it that I want to see? What is it that I want to be thinking? What is it that I want to have? And how is it that I'm going to be speaking as I go towards bringing that vision to life? I'm going to be pausing and closing it out right here. Just giving you those tips to go ahead and think on, ponder on, as we are getting ready to dive head on in this year. I am super stoked and just looking forward to everything that God has for you, that God has for me, that God has for us. And our vision play a key role in getting that done. So our question, Just before we close it out, I'm going to share with you again our promotion. Make sure, if you haven't yet picked up your I Am Loved and Affirmed Gratitude Journal, be sure to have it in your saddle. It's going to serve you abundantly well as you maneuver through this year, 2024, and your transformative journey. So, our question, could it be that if God either allowed or placed you in a circumstance, could it be that you already have what it takes to come out a winner? Absolutely yes. Why? We look at nature itself. We look at even just the first man that God made. When he decided that it wasn't good for him to be alone, where did he go to get another man, human being like himself? He went inside of Adam and pulled out, yours truly, woman, a woman. Yeah. You look at the creation and you see every creation God has made. It is within all that is needed for us to come out as winners, for us to fulfill our purpose, for us to bring that vision to life. It's already inside of us. And one key thing that is hitting my mind right now is the seed. A whole tree, a whole plant is locked up, right? Inside of that seed. Don't look that way. Don't look that way. Look, imagine the largest tree that you can. Scriptures talk about the trees of Lebanon, some huge, the cedars of Lebanon, some huge trees. Imagine that coming from a tiny, small seed was locked up inside. It makes me wonder to myself, what are all the things? What greatness and mightiness is locked up inside of you? Getting your vision on point, crystal clear, and written is going to help you to unfold and to bring that out. So again, I'm going to be pulling you out. I'm going to be calling upon you. I'm going to be saying, come on and join us this Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, our bonus session, as we get our vision locked and loaded for 2024. Until we meet and see each other again, God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the day and an awesome week, year, month, year, and awesome week, month, and year. Until we meet and see you again next week, same time and same place, be sure to leave a like, be sure to follow, and be sure to share this video. If it gave any value at all to you, share it with another. Okay? God bless you. Au revoir.